everyone, welcome to Passages, our Call of Cthulhu campaign. My name is Bolthra, and we will be getting started in just a moment. If this is your first time with us, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. We're glad to have you and glad you're enjoying the content. Take a moment, please, to give this video a like if you could, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Our game is set in Providence, Rhode Island in the year 1925. Let's go ahead and meet our investigators and we'll let them tell us who they're playing. And let's start with Vala.
Hi, I'm Vala. I play Vala Siegel. I am a parapsychologist.
Okay. And let's go with Maura.
Hi, I play Loretta Lacard. I'm Maura, and I play an archaeologist.
Okay. And Aloysius.
Hello, I'm Aloysius. I'm playing Algernon Blackwater, the occultist.
Okay, they're a fun bunch. You definitely want to have them at your dinner party.
Oh, yeah.
just ask Loretta to see her tattoos.
That'll go well.
So we are missing Derek at the moment. Hopefully he'll be joining us at some point. But we're going to jump in. Just kind of a quick recap for last week. The investigators had gone to a convent in a town called Inwood, Rhode Island. While they were there, they were looking for one of the nuns who apparently had done some research involving the odd items that they've been looking at, and one of the items was a key, and it looked like a key that had some of the same similar runes on it. So they had gone to speak with Sister. And unfortunately, they found that she was a little, I don't want to say she's under the weather. I want to say she was more like under the slimy black stuff coming out of her eyes and her ears. She was babbling on about something about being Lalak. The investigators quickly escaped from there, but they did find a book hidden in her room. They took the book with them and decided that it was a good idea to just get out of there. And they had also earlier had also were looking into a gentleman by the name of Edwin Wainwright. He had been listed as the owner of the Morning Star, the ferry that had been on. They had gone to Providence, the town records, I believe we called it, and we're trying to get information on him. Since they might not be around, they had enlisted the aid of a young man named Tommy, who I believe they were going to pay. They paid him $5 and were going to pay him another $2 upon receipt of the information. Is that correct?
That is correct.
So that is one of the things they have going on. So we're picking up with the team is back in Providence. They have the book with them, and they had gone back to a hotel, and I'm guessing it was the same hotel that Marta had been staying in. I'm not quite sure why. I can't remember why they were going there again, because did someone not live in Providence? There was some reason.
I think it was just like logistically the easiest, since not everyone lived here, and
it was
some
something like that.
Yeah. And also the whole thing of, if we decided to open this book, we didn't want it in our own places of residence.
Yeah, I was looking through my notes and going, why the hell did they go back to that? I'm like, okay, yeah, it was something about doing all that, but okay,
before the stream, I was like, what happened last time? And then as soon as you started the recap, and they were like, they went to a convent, I was like, it's all pouring back to me now.
Yeah. This is why I take my notes.
Yep. So they had the book, and I want to then pick up with the team. You probably potentially have the records to pick up from young Master Thomas. What would you like to do first?
Well, He was supposed to deliver them to Professor Lawrence's place of work.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, we will assume that he did.
Okay.
So that you left the book at the hotel. One thing, Loretta, you notice that anytime you're anywhere near that book, your tattoos itch
Not a good sign.
and almost have this faint squirming feeling. Just but anyway, just but as soon as you get
throwing
away
that
from the
out
book,
there.
just throwing it out there.
Just giving you that information.
Just an FYI.
Not going near the book.
Yeah. When anywhere you're within, like 5 feet of that book, you feel like something's crawling across your skin. But otherwise, everything's dandy. So So I guess everyone goes then to over to Dr. or Professor Lawrence's. All these doctors and Lawrences and professors and all this shit. You go there. And you get there. There is a kind of like a receptionist for this, offices, and there is a young Master Thomas sitting there. Has kind of his blonde hair kind of slicked to one side. He made sure he combed his hair so he looked all professional. And he's sitting there in his little overalls, and he's like, and he sees Vala, and he sees everyone. And he goes, I have it. Has like this envelope, this manila envelope in his hands. I got it.
I'm gonna like motion for him to come near us.
He proudly walks over and he's like, "Here you go."
Thank you. And I'm gonna hand him his $2.
Thanks. Do you need anything else?
I do believe that I had told him to get like a slingshot or something.
He did. He kind of reaches in his back pocket. He's got this brand new slingshot.
That looks amazing. I hope you have so much fun with that.
I'm going to shoot out somebody's windows.
Okay, don't get caught.
Okay. And he starts to walk away and he turns. He goes, "Can I wait and see what's in the envelope?"
No.
Oh.
Sorry,
Okay.
this one's for adults.
Okay.
But when you get older, if you come look for us, we'll tell you all about it.
Okay. And he kind of just strolls out. You see, he's got like a little
nonchalance.
Yeah, he's got a stroller,
A swagger.
Yeah, he's got a swagger to him now. No. The word I was trying to think of was a scooter. He's got a like old school scooter outside, but yeah, he does a little bit of swagger as he's walking out because he got $2. So okay, yeah. So you guys are in the lobby. Or do you want to read everything there? Or?
I'm okay with bringing this back to the hotel if everyone else is.
I'm fine with that.
Okay.
Agreed.
Back to the hotel. Okay. You get there, and the book is in the same spot, but it looks like it's been moved a little bit. Like you had it kind of laying like maybe on like a desk. Like
housekeeping?
I don't know, but it just looks like it's shifted a little bit. So I should have made you make a spot hidden roll for that, but I wanted you to know. So
I mean, as long as nothing else looks out of place, I'm just gonna ignore it.
Yeah, there's no face on the front, that's screaming or anything, So.
Not that we've noticed yet.
Not that you've noticed yet, no. Okay. All right. So you're back in the hotel.
Gonna be on the opposite corner of the room.
Well, I mean, we could leave the book where it is, and we can like go into the little breakfast nook.
Hey, Jen.
No, it's not the Necronomicon that we know of.
Yes. It doesn't have a weird star symbol on it with an eye in the middle, as far as we're aware. So
it does not. No. It's there's some symbols on the front that you're not quite sure what they are. But so you're cracking open the book then?
Let's crack open the stuff we got from Tommy first.
Okay. Restraint. Okay. We'll have some restraint.
Well, remember, I feel really bad that this poor little nun, got devoured by goo and told us to just burn this thing. I still really don't want to open it.
Very appropriate for all the ominous music to start coming in at that moment in time.
Right.
I don't know. It just happened. Okay.
Your producer did it, man. You know, producer has a sick sense of humor.
Okay, we'll open up the manila envelope and sort of take a peek at what's inside.
It is information you had asked about the registration for the Morning Star. The information on it is that it is owned by one Edwin Wainwright. And the address listed is in Providence. When you look at the address, it doesn't look like a street address, like a house address. But I would actually like to. No, you know what? Fuck it. When you look at it, you're just like, yeah, I know where that is. That's in like the business district. So it's not a personal address.
Okay.
So it's more like his office building.
Correct. Yeah. You assume it's probably like a corporate address or something. So.
Gotcha.
I was going to make you roll for it. That's no fun.
Is there any other information we can get from this? Like, I believe Professor Leland was trying to figure out like the manifest.
No, this is really just the legal records.
Okay.
Into like who owns the ship, where it's registered. It's registered in the United States. Port of Providence, Rhode Island, owned by one Edwin Wainwright. There's no phone numbers these days. It isn't something people ask for, but that's pretty standard information. But you have confirmed that he is the owner, which is what you suspected, and then you would have at least a business address for him, should you choose to follow that.
Cool. All right. So we can either follow up with this address for Mr. Wainwright, or we could do the thing I don't want to do, which is open this book.
I also do not want to open that book.
What does Algernon want to do?
Algernon probably wants to open it.
Palms are sweating. Okay.
Just itching with knowing what's inside.
Okay. I picture him like kind of just like rubbing his hands together.
Well, he's doing that more out of nervousness,
yes,
but he's still.
Once the ominous music started, So
yes, he's a bundle of nerves, but ever remains curious about this sort of thing.
Now, Loretta, do you want to take a look, or are you gonna move out of range? You're really getting itchy again.
Out of range of the book.
Yeah, out of range.
Okay. And you seem to be about 5 feet, which sounds odd, but you seem to step like almost to like the edge of the room, and then it's just like it settles down. So. Okay.
Well, Algernon, if you want to open this book, I will look at it with you. I don't think we should. I think we should just burn it. But I understand we probably need to open this. So I will leave it up to you. Do you want to open the book?
I think it would be wise.
Okay. So I guess I'll go grab the book and bring it to where Algernon is.
Professor Leland has a legal pad, pencil, and slides it over to Algernon in case you need to take notes. Who has the highest occult score? I'm almost positive it's Algernon.
Mine is 70.
Yeah, it's totally him. Mine's only 25.
Okay, that's what I figured.
30.
Okay.
Yeah, I dumped points into that in character creation.
Yeah, and that's fine. Okay.
It's this whole thing.
Okay.
I'm also going to pull out my little notebook that I have, so
Sounds
I
good.
can also take my notes and sketches and stuff.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Tell me when you're ready, sir.
All right, I'm ready.
Okay. So you peel it open. You know, just open it up. Kind of creaks a little bit. The first page is in Latin.
Ooh, I have that.
Okay, I was going to say, does someone speak Latin? So, okay.
I have that.
Okay, so I believe that is what, other language or
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Go ahead and give me a roll on that, please.
All right. Let's see if I'm good enough at it.
Love
I
Nice.
am.
You are. Okay.
it.
You read that this is basically a translation of what the words are kind of funny. It's like of the pagan language to the civilized. And what you read below it is that there was like a name is like Lars, a Christian missionary who translated this book in the year of our Lord 1542 with the help of locals. So it's almost kind of like a dedication, like a
Mhm.
here's who made this book kind of thing. I can't think of the right words tonight. So that's just page 1.
Gotcha.
And that's all that's on page 1. It's just the
Yes.
writing.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Let's
All
flip
right.
the page.
Yep, flipping the page.
Page 2 has, on the left-hand side are the runic symbols. To the right of them are Latin words. So I would like, Algernon, why don't you make an occult roll, please?
Okie doke. Wow, this is gonna be a repeat of last week.
Would you like
I will.
to spend luck?
Yes, I will burn 9 luck.
Okay, all right.
Oh my god, that's so much luck to burn on
Okay.
one roll.
Yeah, it is.
After looking at it for a few minutes, you're like, you know what? This is like the Rosetta Stone. This is
literally what I was thinking in my head.
Is a translation of the runes into Latin. So what you would need to do then is you're going to have to keep referring back and forth to read the book to the translation.
Unless we copy down
Yeah,
the
well,
runes
and that will probably take some time to write down basically the alphabet. So the two of you are going to have to work together to do that. What I would say is I'll let Algernon roll his occult, and then I'll have you roll your Latin as you guys work together. I want to see how well you do at it. So
okay. Okay, and then
you'll love to see it.
Yeah. Probably takes about 2 hours of you guys working together to kind of take everything out of there and then put it maybe in, because the order it was in was really odd. I mean, it was like, you're guessing it was probably in the order that the runes represented, a rough equivalent of an alphabet almost, but taking that and then assembling basically your own key to do that. Okay, so now you have the key. That took up a couple pages, and then you turn it forward, and then the rest of it is in Latin. But it's going to take some time to read it. So what you can do is, if you want to read it aloud, or you could write it down into English and let Algernon read it, because then he could roll his occult.
I'll probably do that.
Okay.
Start speaking spooky incantations.
Yeah. So this is gonna take some time. I mean, we're not gonna role play it all out, but it's gonna take you a couple hours, probably like half an hour a page.
Okay.
And then there are gonna be parts that you're just like, I can't figure this word out. There are things in the key that we're missing. There were things that maybe it's a dialect of Latin that was used in Scandinavia by missionaries. I mean, there's times you're just like, I'm not sure what this word is.
Okay.
So I'm going to just take my best guess. So, okay. So, why don't you make me a Latin roll and start your transcribing. Okay,
all right.
good. Okay. All right. You've got the first page. And what it comes into is would that I could breathe underwater to witness his dark majesty. Lo, though I am unworthy, my sacrifice of flesh and bone must make do until he can be properly brought forth.
Fun.
Yeah, and like I said, I mean, you it's taken you a while because you're kind of piecing this together.
Yeah.
But that's roughly what you. Hello, Crash.
It's the Necronomicon.
Necronomicon.
Nom nom.
Okay. So you have that much. Now, would you like to proceed further?
Yes.
Okay. The writing gets a little, I don't want to say frenzied, but a little harder to read.
Like maybe they're rushing a little to write. It's maybe not as not as nice in calligraphy.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, so I would need another Latin roll, but this time I will need a hard success.
Okay. No.
Nope. Okay. Yeah. You're like, okay, I'll take my best shot at it. And it's just something about the hand that finds the water, the hand that finds the stone, something about a goat or something. You're like, just not. It just doesn't seem like it's making sense.
Can Loretta make a try on that? She's still going to be away from the book, but she does know Latin.
Of course, yeah. If what I would, yep, sounds good. Oh, right on the nose. Okay, but we needed a hard success for this.
Oh, sad.
Tell you what, I'll let the both of you roll again, and let's see what you get. We'll see if you combine the Wonder Twin powers.
No.
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 The answer is no.
No.
Sadness.
It's rambling. It's just
Water stones, goats. Okay, cool.
There you go.
Something about a goat. Yes.
There you go.
That makes no sense.
You can take a break for a while. You can rest.
I'm probably
and come back to it because you guys have been at it for a couple hours now.
Oh yes, need to rest the eyes in that case. So I'll I don't know, take a piece of cloth or whatever and sort of just mark where we're at and close the book.
Okay. If oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna ask if while we're kind of taking a break, if I can kind of just flip through the book and see if there's any symbols that I can copy without having to translate.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and just make an occult roll then.
Okay.
Okay, Bert.
Okay. You know what? I'm gonna spend the 2 luck.
Okay. Sounds good. You're flipping through. You recognize the rune of the shark, and you recognize one that looked like a hand or maybe a claw or something as you're flipping through. Those are kind of like annotated in like corners and things like that. But you're still not sure. But after taking a break and having looked at it for a little while, the keeper's going to be nice and going to let you let Loretta and or did we lose Loretta?
Loretta is indisposed at the moment.
Okay. So we'll have Vala give me another Latin roll, but I will take a regular success this time.
Okay. No,
Oh,
not at all.
Wow.
What you thought it said was, bring the children to me. We will have the great Sunday feast.
That's ominous.
Loretta, do you wanna take a stab at it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I had to step away for a moment.
Oh, no
what
problem.
am I taking a stab at?
You're gonna roll your your other language, Latin.
Okay.
See if you could get a better translation than I did. Yeah.
37. Okay.
That is indeed better.
She's gonna be like, no, this is not that, okay?
Gotcha. She's like, no, clearly it's not that. And when she reads this, it makes her shoulders tingle. Only an imperfect vessel may hold his essence, one neither foul nor holy, tainted yet blessed by our Lord's gift.
That's an entirely different translation.
Yeah, it is.
Nothing about Sunday dinner there, no. So
Dang it.
I don't like this translation.
would you like to continue further?
Sure.
Okay.
They
Yeah.
have tattoos on me.
I would say, since I can't, actively read Latin or anything, I guess I'll just be the one transcribing while this is happening.
Yeah. Okay, so I'd like another Latin roll from both characters, please.
All right.
62.
No.
Okay. Loretta, should you choose to continue, I will read what it is.
I will choose to continue.
The imperfect vessel holds the way through, giving of themselves to open the door. And you just feel like just squirm across your shoulders, like almost like it's getting excited.
I'm going to step away very, very fast and start batting at my shoulders.
All right.
And is it just? Yeah, you each look around. Is it just me, or does it seem like it's getting darker in here? I mean, it's getting later in the day, but maybe
It seems a little too dark.
Maybe the light bulbs just aren't working quite as well as they were. It just seems like it's getting a little darker in the room.
Well, I think we have flashlights if it gets too dark.
Yes, I have a
Somebody have a lantern.
I have a lantern.
Okay. Would you like to continue?
Yeah.
Yeah, at this point.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will need a hard roll for this one, please. And you're gonna get one try at it. Oh.
Woo!
Oh.
Dang it! Holy cow! Okay. Okay. You're gonna go with what Vala.
Just picking up each other's slack.
All right.
Right.
So that is other language. So let me write that down. Well, it's good to know that it does that dot on the character sheet for you now. But I'm gonna just write it down anyway, just in case. So, okay. All right. You read, "Behold his handmaiden," and this word is, you're just not quite even sure if you're pronouncing it correctly. Vasnasis The wretched. Innocence is her nectar, the corruption so sweet. And just as you finish writing the word sweet, your pencil breaks. Because you realize you were pressing down so hard on the paper.
Yeah, it probably would have been.
And damn it if there's not a draft in this room. No. Might have to call housekeeping or, front desk.
Are the windows open?
No.
Well, we can. What time of the day is it?
It took you most of the day, so we're going to say it's probably about 5 o'clock now.
Well, we can
Arcane
break
quitting
for
time.
supper. We could break for supper.
Yep.
Or we could continue.
Supper sounds good.
Okay, let's take a break.
Very well.
Should we put this book somewhere in case housekeeping does come?
Is there like a desk or something with like drawers?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a thick book. I mean, it's like this, so, but you're going to just barely get it into a drawer.
Okay.
You could
How
leave
about
a note
under
for
the
housekeeping.
mattress?
You could.
Where we put all our money.
Yeah.
No one thinks
Duh.
to look there.
Well, I'm just
Okay.
afraid if we
Sorry.
put it. I'm afraid if we put it into this drawer and it barely fits, that we're gonna have a hard time getting it out.
Yeah, sure. Let's like slide it under one of the mattresses, or like under the bed, or something.
Or in between the pillow and the pillow cover or something.
When you pick it up, you just get this tingle, but not almost like if someone touched your hand and just kind of moved their fingers across your fingers.
Creepy.
That's when you touch it, Vala, you just get that feeling.
Ugh.
Yeah. Making friends, what can you say? So,
Is it reassuring or is it creepy?
Ooh.
Or is it creepily reassuring?
reassuring.
Or is it reassuringly creepy?
I'd say creepily reassuring.
Okay.
So yeah.
Well, I'm going to hope that it's the nun and that she's going to protect us, even though we're doing the things she told us not to do. That is how I'm going to justify that.
Sounds good. Okay, so we take a break.
Yes.
There's the lovely place downstairs in the lobby, or you can go to I don't know, Moe's Tavern or something.
Moe's? Fair enough.
Yep, and I throw that out there for Crash. So.
Can I put a thing in the door, like a red herring, but besides the red herring, it's like a little something that would be barely noticeable in case somebody did come in.
Like the strand of hair trick.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, that works. Okay. Yeah. You pluck out some of Algernon's hair and yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
You don't need all that beard hair.
Okay, yeah, that works. Okay. So, any plans for dinner? Or are you gonna just we eat and we come back?
I'm pretty good with just going down to the hotel's little dining area.
Indeed.
Okay.
I'd rather not leave this thing too far away.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you're down there, kind of going through the lobby, you see there's a guy at the front desk, and talking to the clerk, and he is a huge guy, a big, thick neck, in a very expensive suit, and he's talking to the clerk, and as you guys walk back down, he kind of stops and he kind of watches you guys for a minute, and just kind of goes back to talking to the clerk.
Odd. I'm just going to keep walking to the dining hall.
Sounds good. Okay.
Yep.
Let's all go to the
lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Just a really big dude with a thick old neck.
Yeah, kind of a
big, thick neck.
kind of a black crew cut hair.
We like thick necks, and we
broken-
cannot lie.
Like
That's what we're all about in the 20s, is the nice thick neck.
It looks like his nose has probably been broken once or twice. Maybe he's a boxer. I don't know. But he's just kind of a. It's not a face you'll forget.
Which also means it's not one we've seen.
Bingo. Okay, so you have your fancy 1925s dinner, maybe some turkey with gravy or something like that, and
Oh,
Good.
you know, and come back out. Guy's not there in the lobby, which you would expect because you guys were gone like 40 minutes.
yeah. I mean, it would be arguably weirder if he was still just standing there
It would
talking
be.
Yeah.
to Dirk.
It would be reading a newspaper like no one knows I'm reading this newspaper. No. There's nobody in the lobby sitting reading a newspaper trying to act inobvious. Okay, you head back up to the room then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, the hair is in place on the door. No one has entered the room.
Cool. Gonna enter the room.
It is icy cold.
Then I'm
Like-
going to grab one of the blankets because I'm sure there's a crocheted blanket somewhere.
Yeah.
Like in modern times, we recognize that as the air conditioning's really, really well. They didn't have air conditioning.
Exactly.
So it is icy cold, and it's, I don't know, I think I said like April or May, so it's not cold outside.
My coat got wrecked, so I don't have a coat.
I'll grab you a blanket if I see one too.
Just rip
Algernon, do you need one?
I am okay.
Okay. So I'm gonna grab them probably from the bedroom because I'm assuming that I'm going to be grabbing the
Mhm.
book as well.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, as the parapsychologist, with it being this cold,
Mm-hmm.
I'm also kind of wondering about stuff like ghosts.
Also, I will light up the lantern now.
Okay. Is there a parapsychology skill?
No.
Not
I don't believe there is.
specifically.
There is psychology, there is psychoanalysis, which would really apply. I would say
I'd say that that would probably fall under the occult category.
occult.
Probably.
What is Vala's score in psychology?
39. It's better than my occult.
Okay. I tend to think it's probably more occult because unless you're purely a person of science, and you are, which I thought
I'm mostly science.
Okay.
But let's face it, since I do deal with some of this stuff, I probably have a few fleeting thoughts every now and then.
Yeah, the room is creeping you out. I would allow everyone to make an occult roll if they like.
It's gonna fail.
Woo!
Huh? Oh.
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 Dang.
I said
Okay.
it happened.
Okay, so
Oh my god.
Loretta is just not noticing anything going on. She's like,
She-
doop, 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 this is fine.
Yep, she's like, oh man, the ooze on my neck. Really bothering me right now.
Yeah, that's probably what's happening. Yeah.
So I got a whatever a 3-star success is.
yeah, that's
You got an extreme
amazing.
success,
Okay,
dude.
extreme. Okay. Okay. Loretta,
Yeah.
you have got to see that book,
Oh.
Oh.
and you will go over and now I think you had taken the book out yet, or you had not taken.
I was on the way because I was getting the blankets and stuff. So
Okay. Yeah, Loretta bypasses you and grabs the book herself.
Loretta, are you okay?
Am I aware of what I'm doing, or am I kind of in like a trance?
Walking over to grab the book, you felt like you were in a trance. Like you just like when you came in the room, you're just like, I want that book. You just like cold, shivering. You're just like, I want that book. And as soon as you've got the book in your hands, it's like almost like an electric shock. But you don't want to let go. You're like, I must have this book, and you're your shoulders are just tingling and just creeping and just, but you want to, but you feel yourself like just taking it out to the other room and opening the book. And you just start flipping the pages, and you're like, I don't know why I'm flipping the pages, but I am. And you come to a page that you guys hadn't got to yet. And it is all these different lines, but it's not even like the way we're used to writing left to right in English. I mean, it's just all over the place. And it's not a page you got to translating. You can now step back from it.
I mean, I'm gonna do that and back up.
Loretta, what was
It's bad
that?
to roll 100. So
Bad to roll 100.
Yeah, it is.
I'm not sure, actually.
It was a bit off-putting, Ms. Lacard.
Well, especially
I
since
feel
she
that-
hasn't wanted to touch this thing.
I still don't want to touch this
Indeed.
thing. That was not a pleasant experience.
Okay. So
Okay.
this is not a page you've translated yet.
All right. Well, since we're here, I guess we can try to translate
And
it.
I will need a hard roll.
Ooh.
No.
A hard language roll to get through this. This is just
What did I get for my 3-star success on occult for the ghosts? Maybe. I don't know.
nothing.
Nothing?
No
ghosts.
Well, not necessarily ghosts in the room. Just uneasiness. Just
everything is weird and uncomfortable.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, I got a 13.
I think there's something up with this book. We should be really careful.
You get a couple words here and there, but not. It's almost going down into gibberish. You see something about virgin blood, willingness or willing, you're not sure, and then deep, but the rest of it, it's this whole page. You were maybe able to pick out maybe like 4 words.
Interesting. Shall we go back to where we had left off?
Would you like to take a shot, Loretta?
Sure.
Go ahead, yeah, and take a roll. No, you don't find much more, but as you're looking at it, you're like, I need to know. Like something inside you is like, I need to understand this. And you just continue to just try reading it over and over and over and over, and it's not making any sense, but you're reading it over and over. Can I have a sanity roll, please?
Oh no. Oh no.
That's good. That's so good.
And
oh, that's
okay.
actually very
Nice.
good.
Yes. Okay. So in this case, if you had understood it, this would have been bad, but you didn't understand it. So in this case, you're like you're able to kind of just snap out of it. You're just like you just stagger back from the book, like, and it is just creeping up and down your arms, almost like almost like massaging you now. Like, come on, it's okay. Go forward. Go
I
forward.
like not to have a phantom massage.
Well, it's not a phantom massage. It's the lovely black tattoo goo.
So yeah, you see her stagger back. Clearly, this book is unhealthy for her.
Clearly. Is the tattoo spreading anymore? Is it in the same place?
If you go in the bathroom and look, it is not spread. No.
Okay.
But if you see it moving, I mean, it's just shifting and almost like smoke. It just kind of shifts and yeah.
I'm gonna have a mini panic attack in the bathroom.
Actually,
Well, I guess
yeah.
while she's doing that, I'm going to continue trying to translate something.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a extreme success to finish this.
Oh boy.
It is just gibberish. So to you, it's just gibberish.
Yeah, no.
Oh, I almost thought we would get lucky there for half a second.
No. Why would
Um,
we?
I-
Do you know what game we're playing?
Can I try
apparently
just
one
in
that I
case?
shouldn't hope.
What's that?
Can I try just for fun?
To try reading it again?
Yeah.
Okay, you go back and everything just starts itching and. Oh shit! Look at
There
that.
you go.
Okay. Let me write that down. And
It's like I can do this now.
I just had to freak out in the bathroom for a second, and now I'm good.
She had her 5 minutes, okay? She timed it. She's back on track.
okay, well, when you read this, you understand it to be the components of some kind of incantation. And the full translation goes through listing ingredients that are needed. Virgin blood, black candles, something about a knife, something. But the full section you can read, because again it just descends into gibberish. Virgin blood poured out into the sacred star, black candles at the anointed points. The vessel must willingly accept his essence, giving themselves over to the hunter of the deep. And that is when the pages of the book start flipping back and forth, and the cover slams shut. And then all light in the room goes out.
Wow.
I need everybody to
good.
make a sanity roll, please.
That's fair.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh no.
Okay.
Nope.
Okay, so Loretta. Okay.
No.
So I believe it's.
I think I was the only one that.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Sanity is, I think, 1d6 or 1d10. I think it's 1d6.
I believe so.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Okay, Loretta, you're going to lose 5 sanity. And.
Oh no. Something just popped up on my character sheet.
And Algernon, you're going to lose 2 sanity.
Oh, thanks, Set. Okay.
And you
Oh
now...
yes, underlying insanity.
I got that. Yeah.
Now, the good thing, or I don't know if it's necessarily the good thing for Loretta, but she is going to gain 5 in Cthulhu Mythos.
Oh.
Which I think is... Where is it? Is it under the skills?
Yeah, it's the
it's a skill,
first.
yeah.
It's the first column.
Yeah, you gain 5 points in Cthulhu Mythos.
Yay.
So so your eyes have been opened.
Hmm.
I don't know if that's a good thing.
Okay. And then the lights flicker back on, and the book is still in place, but it's shifted a little bit. Like, you remember when you saw it before, it had been straight, and now it's in that same way. It's kind of crooked now.
Interesting. Shall we continue to look in this book? Or do we put it away for the evening and then go to Providence in the morning and see if we can find Mr. Wainwright?
I think it would be best if we refrain for the evening.
Okay. Maybe we should put the book in that very tight little drawer while we try to sleep.
Is there a safe?
Agreed.
No. They might have one downstairs in the lobby.
Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't trust that.
Be like, hey, can we move your safe up to our room for the evening, please?
Oh, sure. I just need a strength of 100 to do that. In extreme success. No. Yeah. So yeah, you can put the book away.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it in that little drawer.
Just cram it in there.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyone need to take a break? Are we good to push forward?
I think
I'm
we're
good.
good to push forward.
Okay. All right. So you all have a really horrible night's sleep.
Love that for us. Also,
Yep.
as I drop my book on the floor.
Loretta sleeps at least 5 feet away from the book, but it doesn't seem to help. She still feels the creep on her shoulders. And if anything, she's like, I want to look again.
Oh no.
But she refrains.
But she refrains, yes. Yeah.
And luckily, we'd almost certainly hear her trying to wrench the book out of this
Right?
really damp drawer. So
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So it is the next morning. Everybody's up, with the sun. Right. No, you all sleep late because you barely got any sleep. So
we slept like shit.
you slept like shit. But you're up by we'll say 9:30. So
Did we miss the continental breakfast?
you did.
Damn.
Shall we go get breakfast in the dining area?
This is like the Hardy Boys. You always got to make
I
sure
know, right?
you guys have a good breakfast before you go off adventuring.
I spend a minute just rubbing the sleep out of my eyes, and then I put my spectacles on, still looking very tired.
The lobby has perhaps some Danish and some some coffee. But
Probably all we need.
Not a proper breakfast.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
It's probably all we need.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Right.
take a Danish and nibble on it.
Okay. So where to? To the office?
Probably.
Yep. Going
Okay.
to find this Edwin fellow.
Okay. All right. You
Now,
find the
before we leave, to Mr. Blackwater and Miss the Card.
That one's
Yes.
good. That one's very good.
Should we keep the book at the hotel, or should I put it in my bag and take it with us?
I think not. I think leaving the book would be a very poor idea.
I was feeling the same. Okay, so I'm gonna make sure that I've got the book in like a satchel before we
Okay,
leave.
yeah, I was going to say purses are not that big back then to
No.
hold a book.
But satchels,
Satchel, yeah. Indiana Jones had one. So
yes.
okay. So yes, you go. You find the offices of Smithson and Johnson. Land surveying, whatever. Yeah, I know that's such a formal name. Business names I just can't come up with off the top of my head.
Smithson and Johnson.
Smithson and Johnson. There is a lobby with a kind of a young man working there. Thick glasses, kind of a short haircut. He kind of looks up. He's like, "Well, hi. How are you doing? How can I help you today?" That's what I'm thinking of. Mary Poppins carpet bag. So
Yeah, the interior is non-Euclidean. Oh my god.
non-Euclidean.
Oh my god. How are we gonna cope?
He's like, "Oh yeah, how can I help you?"
Hi. We are looking for some information on Mr. Edwin Wainwright?
Yeah, he's one of the partners here. What do you need?
We would like to talk to him about a ship that he owned.
A ship? What about a ship?
It was a ship that we were on last year, and we would like to ask him a few questions about it.
You got an appointment?
No, can I make an appointment?
No. He's Mr. Wainwright's very busy. You can you can send a letter if you'd like and set up an appointment, but
I can't make an appointment with you right now.
no.
But why?
But why
No.
though?
Now, you can. There's things you can do. You can work persuade.
I'm going
There's
to-
charm. There's intimidate. There's lots of things you could try. Yes.
Oh, I was gonna sort of just like put my hand in my pocket, and I'm going to like click the button on my timepiece, and just sort of like get that going. So
I
the
say
sound,
let him try this.
so the sound is just like ticking in the air, and I just say, "Yeah, it's okay. You can let us through. Yeah, Mr. Wainwright will not be upset with you."
These aren't the droids you're looking for.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Go
Yeah.
ahead and make your roll.
Okay. Hypnosis. Don't let
you're
me
gonna-
down.
You're gonna need a hard success on this.
Okay.
He's a bit of a prick. So. Oh.
Hell yeah.
There
Okay.
you go.
All right. Let me call back, and see. I think it's funny. He's like, yeah, Giuseppe. There's some people here to see Mr. Wainwright. They seem all right to me. Oh, you'll be out? Oh, okay. And he's like, Giuseppe, who works for him, will be right out.
Thank you.
Thank you. And then we'll stop my timepiece.
Then you wait a couple minutes, and a large man with a thick neck,
I thought you were going to say
short
that.
black hair, comes out. He's like, yeah, you the guys who want to see Mr. Wainwright. He's very busy today. What do you need?
We need to ask him a few questions about a boat that he owns.
Yeah, he has a boat. What about it? Come on.
Well, you see, we were passengers on the last trip that it took. And we needed to ask him a few questions about it.
His expression changes. He's like, okay. Now I see. Okay. So you're looking for money? Is that it?
No,
No.
No.
we just want to ask him a few questions.
No. That's why you've been asking around the docks.
Not about that, no.
He's like, he just kind of pulls it. I don't know what kind of scam you guys are pulling. I heard you was at the hotel, and I saw you at the hotel. So if you're looking for money,
We saw you there,
Saw
too.
you as
Oh,
well.
Yeah, no, I know. I know who you is. But so if you're looking for money out of him, you ain't there's just nothing. There's nothing to it. Okay, something happened on that boat. Nobody knows what happened.
Well, we do. We were on there.
So
And we
what
want to
happened?
ask him.
You can ask me. He's a busy man. He ain't got time to talk to you. No.
Can I try to charm this dude?
Certainly.
Certainly.
Blatantly.
You know, one behemoth to another.
I mean,
Okay. All right. Yeah.
hopefully he likes very tall women.
He's looking up at. No, he's actually probably close.
I was going to say he's probably about the same height.
He's like, look, I'm a private detective, okay? I work for Mr. Wainwright. He knew you guys we're talking around the docks. He hired me to look into you guys. Okay. So what is it about this boat that has got you guys asking around about him? He's a private man, you see.
Well, you see, there were a lot of strange things that we saw, and we have been hearing some weirder things since then. And we just need to ask him some questions. It has nothing to do with money at all.
I still don't know. I don't know. There's something you ain't telling me. If you know, I mean, it's just something ain't right here.
Can you tell him
Show him
that
the book,
we?
Show him the book. Show him the book.
I don't want to show him the book. Can you tell him that we saw Sister Margaret James?
Sister Margaret James. All right. Yeah. Tell him.
And see if he'll allow us to see him after that.
I guess I can. Yeah. I mean, all right. I mean, he's my client. I gotta protect my client. You see what I'm saying?
Of course.
So, all right. So something about a nun, and something happened, and you know, so you had a bad trip on the ship. You seen a nun, and some strange things are happening. Do I got all that?
Very, very strange things.
Yes.
Okay.
There's danger on that boat, surrounding that boat.
And tell him that we got a book from Sister Margaret James as well.
Okay.
I will mention the book. I don't want to show him the book.
To your knowledge, the nun is not connected to him. They were two separate threads.
No. That's not true. Because I had asked her, because she had mentioned a businessman was part of the group that she was involved with.
Yeah.
And I asked specifically if Edwin Wainwright was.
Yeah, they were two threads that now have come together.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I did ask specifically.
Yeah. So he's kind of like he don't know anything about a nun.
Yeah.
But he's like, okay, all right. So Sister Mary Frances, Sister
Margaret James.
Sister Margaret James. He's like, all right. He's like, all right. I will set up a meeting based on his schedule. I will personally come by the hotel, and I will tell the front desk when the meeting is if you are not there at that time.
Beautiful. We will meet you
he
at
puts out
the
this
hotel.
gigantic hand,
and I will take it.
Okay. He's like, all I say is just don't be wasting his time, because he's not he cannot be he can be an unfriendly person at times.
We do not intend on wasting his time.
Okay. All right. Okay. So, and shows you the door. Okay.
I guess we'll go back to the hotel then.
Yep. So yeah, you have successfully connected the dots. They were separate threads, but yes, that have eventually.
Yeah, like I said, I did
know.
very specifically ask the
and
nun.
and I'm glad you kept track of that, because I was waiting to see if you guys had kept track of that. So because he was trying to blow some smoke up your ass. Mm-hmm. So okay. All right, so yeah, now you've got the rest of the day free to explore the forbidden book, or
I say let's go explore the forbidden book.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's keep doing bad things.
How about we gather some food, make a little day out of it, a little charcuterie board. Some Coca-Colas and coffee.
Let's get some crackers and cheese. And
yes.
Some deli meats.
Maybe go to the park and do it. Yeah.
No.
Hey,
just
kids,
bring all the food back to the hotel.
Kids, can you read Latin? Come on.
Little Tommy, get over here.
Oh.
You wanted to be involved here and now.
No.
You wanted to know.
No, Tommy, no.
Okay. All right. So back to the hotel.
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. to continue reading forward is going to require extreme successes in Latin, and you just as you just continue to flip through the pages, you're just getting this just bad feeling. You're just like, I shouldn't be doing this. You will need an extreme success. If you do not get an extreme success, I may ask for a sanity roll.
Oh, fun.
Because
Okay.
you just feel yourself getting addicted to reading this book.
That is not.
It is not an extreme success. Give me a sanity roll, please.
Okay.
It's good, but not an extreme success. So you're picking up some
Good,
words
but
here.
not good enough.
Okay. You failed. Okay. And yep. And Loretta, I will need a sanity roll, please. Okay. Let's see what your damage is here. 3 for Vala, and 4 for Loretta. But Loretta, you want to read more.
Okay.
Vala, you're like something. Something's pushing.
Something's not.
Pushing you away, pulling Loretta, and her tattoos tingle.
Well,
Not
since
good.
we're having issues deciphering the rest of this, I'm just going to. Oh Jesus Christ!
Oh.
I was gonna try to close the book, but apparently not.
My God.
Oh no!
She has apparently ripped it away from me.
Well, first, give me another sanity roll, please.
I am losing too much sanity.
Yeah.
It's like 9 points right there.
Okay. Yeah.
Oof. That's
Right,
a big
another
oof right
5.
there.
Okay. So now I need to look at.
This is bad. This is rapidly deteriorating.
Yeah. I need to look at the sanity rolls again, because you get the temporary insanity.
Yeah.
Let's see. So where is that? Bouts of madness. There we go. Okay, so that's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, I mean, you've lost like 13 or 14 or whatever already.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, my friend. Need 10.
Oh, jeez.
5, which is
Do you ever gain sanity back?
That depends on how nice Tom is to us.
I did. I don't think I let you guys regain it last time.
No, the first time you did, but since then, no.
And it takes a while, according to the rules. Do you have any significant people in your character sheet? I don't believe you did. Like someone in your history, or.
I could think of someone really quick.
Probably like a professor or something.
Close student. Yeah, could be a professor. Mentor.
Okay. Were you close with them?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Let me roll it first here. Okay. For the next 6 rounds, which we're not in combat, you think when you look over at Algernon, you think it's your mentor. But he wants the book. He thinks the book should be in a museum. And you're like, no, the book is mine. The book is mine. And you will do anything, including fleeing the room with the book, to keep him away from the book. So you see her grab the book, and she's, no, it's mine. You can't look at it. And she's kind of pacing around the room with the book.
Just to him.
Just him, yeah. She looks over at Vala like, what is he doing here?
Ms. Lacard, are you okay?
I don't know if I can answer that.
You will do anything to get the book away from him, including running past him, maybe trying to climb out a window. You have got to get the book away from him because he doesn't believe.
I'm gonna go near the window. Not near the window. Actually, what floor are we on?
I'm gonna say third, and there is a fire escape. So
I'll
be nice.
I'm gonna go stand near her.
She just plummets to her death.
No, I wouldn't do that yet. No.
Yet.
The hard on the yet.
But there is a fire escape, so she would be. If you wanted to go out the window, you could.
Can I do a psychology roll to try to calm her down so she doesn't run out?
It would probably need to be a hard success.
Ooh.
Because she is deranged at the moment.
But she's deranged towards him.
So far.
I'm going to attempt it.
But if you become a threat to the book.
I know. I'm going to attempt.
Woo! Oh, okay. God damn. Okay, you guys are rolling good tonight. So that was
really, I just want her to calm down enough to not run out with this book.
I would also like to calm down.
Yeah, she's going to back into a corner, holding the book. And okay, psychology. There we go. So yeah, she's glaring over at him, but she will talk to you.
Loretta.
Yes.
Let's put the book down. You could sit right next to it.
I'm gonna sit.
But let's just put it down for a moment, and we won't look at it. No one's going to take it. Let's just sit.
I'm going to put it in the corner behind me, and I'm going to sit with my back to it in the corner.
That's fine. I'm okay with this. So, Loretta, you asked what he is doing here. Who are you talking about? Are you talking about Algernon?
No, Professor Ryder.
Is he here with us?
Yeah, he's right there.
I'm assuming she points at him.
Yeah.
Are you crazy? He's right there.
Okay.
Algernon just raises an eyebrow again.
Why would your professor be here right now?
That's what I asked you.
Well, I don't know why he's here.
He wants to
Professor Ryder, why are you here? Come up with something good. Don't mention the book.
I just wanted to check in on Loretta and see how she has been.
See? It's a normal social call.
He doesn't want the book, but he wants to put the book in the museum.
He didn't say anything about the book right now.
True. Still mad.
That's fine. Let's just have a nice little social call. Look, we have charcuterie board. We can relax. Remember, we have a guest coming later, hopefully. So let's just have some snacks.
We can listen to the radio.
Yeah. Do you want to listen to the radio, Loretta?
Listen to that nice 20s jazz.
Exactly.
I would like
Whatever.
to listen to the radio.
Okay. You turn
So
the radio?
I'll turn on the radio.
Okay.
I'm
And
pretty much going to do movement so she doesn't feel like she has to leave this book.
And it's kind of a jazzy, happy, kind of poppy song.
Like the Charleston.
Loretta, could you give me a listen roll, please?
Yeah. Figure out where it is. There you are. Nope.
Okay. Just sounds like a happy song.
Just a happy song.
And it just depends on how long you guys want to kind of sit here. Another song will probably come on in about 2-3 minutes. So you can make a listen roll to that one if you'd like.
Yeah, sure.
We won't make this go on too long. Okay. Unless you want to spend some luck.
Sure.
You don't have to.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
My luck's pretty
He's
high.
too eager.
I'm just trying to facilitate a good game. That's all.
He's too happy about it. Don't.
Exactly. He's too eager.
I have spent 8 luck.
Okay. You hear in the song, and my baby loves me because he's trying to steal the book. Don't let him get the book. He's got a knife on him. Don't let him take the book. And then it goes back to the normal words.
Like
obviously, you guys do not hear that.
As it is like Pennywise talking through the television.
Yeah, exactly like that. So.
I've never seen that movie. I'm just gonna narrow my eyes while eating charcuterie and scooching back closer to the book if possible.
Professor Leland gets over and just shuts off the radio. Noticing she got a little agitated, he just went over and shut off the radio. Let's maybe not listen to the radio.
Okay.
We will say that within the next 45 minutes, she starts to calm down.
Okay. In that time, I'm just reviewing my notes and stuff.
And Loretta just has a splitting freaking headache and is exhausted.
I can imagine.
And just wants to sleep.
I will fall asleep on top of the book.
Okay.
That's fine.
I'll just pass out.
Okay. So since
I take a nap right here.
Like hugging it, yeah, when you she falls asleep. What are you guys gonna do while she's asleep? Just go dance the Charleston downstairs, or
Oh boy.
We could discuss the stuff that we've already translated and see if
we should talk about Loretta.
Yes.
Oh no, go ahead, whatever you want to.
I was gonna say, and maybe see if there's any occult knowledge that we can figure out from what we've already deciphered.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you know what? That sounds like a capital idea. If you would like to go back through the verses, I can reread them for you again.
Well, I do have that there was, I don't have the full things verbatim.
I can reread them to you again. Okay, the first one was, would that I could breathe underwater to witness his dark majesty. Lo, though I am unworthy, my sacrifice of flesh and bone must make do until he can be properly brought forth. Discuss.
Well, it sounds like someone must sacrifice something themselves.
To a deity of sorts, perhaps.
And Professor Leland says, well, we did break up some kind of ritual or something
did.
on the ship.
We did. And they were going to sacrifice people, we think.
Ready for the next one?
So,
No,
yeah.
Actually, you guys let me know when you're ready for the next one. So,
Yeah, let's get the next one.
Mhm.
Okay. Only an imperfect vessel may hold his essence, one neither foul nor holy, tainted yet blessed by our Lord's gift.
Okay, so it's not like anyone needs to be a saint.
Like a nun.
Shh, you're asleep.
Whispered for the void.
Start looking through our cards that we bought at the,
Right?
at the convent.
Our little saint cards. So they don't need to be perfect, but they also don't need to be super evil. So sounds like a normal human being.
Yeah. Not.
Okay.
Can you repeat that one again?
Certainly. Only an imperfect vessel may hold his essence, one neither foul nor holy, tainted yet blessed by our Lord's gift.
Sounds like they gotta be of like both worlds.
I wonder if the black goo is the blessing / tainting. And if that's the case, then Miss Lacard might be the person.
Perhaps, but we don't know if what one is the blessing and what is the taint, and
I think it's
if
the same
and
thing.
and if she has both.
I think it's the same side of the same coin. Like, I think the tainting and the blessing is the same. Okay. What's the next part?
The imperfect vessel holds the way through, giving of themselves to open the door. And Loretta stirs a little bit in her sleep. And I think she might be waking up.
Do I notice that they're not in the room?
Yeah.
Oh no, we're in the room.
They're in the same room. They've kind of moved away from you
Okay.
Yeah, we're letting you nap.
For a minute.
now. Yeah.
I'm still eating cheese from the charcuterie board.
It's just endless. It's just endless.
Yeah,
An endless charcuterie board.
it's magic.
I occasionally like take a deli meat here and there.
Some Ritz crackers. 1920s Lunchables.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's cool.
Do you think, Algernon, that we're going to have to worry about Miss Lacard?
I don't know, but her behavior is concerning.
Valid.
She says in her half
In her sleep.
Yeah. You're catching a little bit of what you're coming to consciousness, and you're hearing a little bit what they're saying. When you look over, it's Algernon again, but they can't have the book.
Okay. gonna
Okay.
pretend
So,
to still be asleep.
you need me to go on to the next one?
Yes.
Now, is someone reading this aloud, or are you just looking at the pages?
I was just looking at the pages.
Okay, I just want to make sure I'm. Behold his handmaiden, Vasinus the wretched. Innocence is her nectar, the corruption so sweet.
Vasinus the wretched.
Now, does that ring any bells?
Not offhand, no.
Okay.
Again, you might have to go back and do your Scandinavian folklore checks at the library again.
All right.
Loretta, give me a listen roll, please.
Okay.
Roll like shit. The one time I'll say it to you.
Listen isn't that high.
Nah, you didn't hear anything. So.
Good. All right. Algernon, do you have any idea of what any of this means?
Can I make an occult roll to see if I know what any of this means?
Sure.
Cool. I got a normal success.
Sounds like maybe some kind of monster, this Vasinus, but doesn't ring a specific bell. I mean, it doesn't sound like the lady next door who makes cookies,
Aw.
unless they're evil cookies. So
They're raisins instead of chocolate chips.
Exactly.
I could make some guesses, but nothing for certain.
Yeah, I wasn't really getting anything either. Should we wake Miss Lacard? Because she's been sleeping for a bit, I'm assuming.
Mhm. Yes. Yeah.
That would.
She won't sleep tonight if you let her sleep too much now.
That's
fair.
Be best.
Loretta?
What?
Hey, you've been sleeping. Do you want to wake up?
I do not want to wake up.
I do not, she says. What time is it right now? Give or take.
Let's see. Because you went over in the morning to the office. We'll say about 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
About
Yeah, I won't sleep tonight.
Yeah. She slept for by about 45 minutes. So.
Loretta, I'm afraid that if you stay sleeping that you won't sleep tonight, and I'm pretty sure we should try to get some sleep tonight. I know we didn't sleep well last night, so...
The book doesn't make you sleep when you don't want to. Book lets you do what you want to do.
I'm gonna shake my head and try to go back to sleep.
Okay. Yeah, I guess she's gonna try to get back to sleep. So.
I'll lightly kick her shin.
Oh no!
Oh
Okay.
no!
See, I was gonna be nice and bring the charcuterie board.
Not
over and be
really.
"You want some
Like I'm
food?"
not really. I'm
I
not really
roll.
kicking her. More just
you nudge her. You
yeah,
nudge
yeah.
her.
So
Yeah,
more
no,
just
I know.
being more just being like, hey, get the hell up, kind of deal.
Yeah. Okay. Someone won't let you sleep.
Gonna take offense to that. You're I do recognize him as Algernon, right?
Algernon, yeah.
Okay. Gonna be like
Loretta,
Gonna-
we could really use your help trying to figure out what some of these passages meant.
She can make a
Passages.
Cthulhu mythos roll.
I will make a Cthulhu mythos.
With that 5%.
Mm. She will not succeed in that.
I will not succeed in that.
Your head hurts. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. My head still hurts. I need some water.
I'll go get her some water.
Yeah, it feels like a hangover. So.
Wonderful.
And you didn't even have a party the night before.
This is
Alas.
the worst hangover, honestly.
Okay, so yeah, you wake up, drinking some water, got a good book, you know.
They're
Not the good
translating.
book,
But a good book.
They have separate pages from my book, right?
but we've got the translations,
They've got the translations, yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
As long
so
as
we're
they're-
just kind of looking back at those.
Now you can open the book and read it if you want to try.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Just don't do it. I already lost so much sanity. So much sanity.
She like just puts her hand on the cover, like.
I'd be like,
We
no.
do have the
No,
translations right here. We don't need to look at the book just yet.
That's when the phone rings.
Hello.
Hi, this is Milo from the front desk. There's Mr. Giuseppe here. Says he wanted to talk to you. Should I send him up, or should I just have him say you'll come down and talk to him?
Send him up, please.
Okay. Okay. So
I hang up.
wait about 10 minutes. Knock, 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 knock.
I open the door.
Okay. It is Giuseppe himself. And he comes in. He's like, okay. So I got you a meeting for tomorrow.
Thank
And
you.
he looks over and he says, "The fuck is that?" He sees the book.
I'm
Do
still
you
sitting on
remember
it.
me saying? Do you remember me saying that we got a book from the nun? That's the book.
What the?
My book.
And he comes over and he's like, "Oh yeah." He's like, "Can I look at it?"
It's my book.
No.
You can
She's
go look at
been
the
a little
pages over there.
protective. She's been a little protective of him.
I can't even just take a quick peek.
No, you can look at those pages over there. This is my book. It'll stay with me.
Loretta, I think it's okay if you can hold it and show him some of the pages.
Okay. As long as he doesn't take it.
Okay. And he's like, and this is Latin. He's like, What the-
Yes.
what the? All right. So this is something to do with some kind of nun. You say the nun had a book, and somehow it's tied back to Mr. Wainwright.
Yes.
Get
I know,
closer.
we're very confused by it as well, which is why we need to talk to him.
All right. I got you a meeting for tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock at his offices. I'll give you a heads up. He's gonna be lawyered up. So there may be things if you don't want to talk about it, you may not talk about it. But I'm getting you in the door. It's the best I can do.
That's
Thank
wonderful.
you.
Thank you so much.
He's like, Can I look at those notes?
Sure. I'll pull out a chair so he can take a seat.
Okay. He pops out some reading glasses and he's like, would that I, and he's reading aloud, would that I could breathe underwater. to
Just in
witness his-
case, could
Stop.
you maybe read it to yourself?
Do I get agitated?
Things have
at
been
that?
really weird.
You get agitated when he started reading it. And he kind of glances over at Loretta. What's her problem?
Like I said, she's been really protective. If you could just read that to yourself and not out loud, that might be best.
Okay. I want to see something for a second. Okay. So yeah, he's reading it, and he's like, and he just kind of steps back. He's like, "What the?" He's like, "Wainwright. I know Wainwright's a kook. He's my client. He's a bit of a kook, but I don't."
It is the worst book club.
He's like, I don't know how he's going to take this. I mean, are you gonna show him this book stuff, or I mean,
We are not entirely sure yet.
All right, all cards on the table. Then, what do you want to talk to him about then? I mean, because I know you were the people who were the survivors on the ship. You've run into a nun with a fucked up book here. Your friend over here is, well, seems a little on edge. Maybe decaf, honey. I guess all cards on the table. What are you gonna ask this guy? Because he may just shut you down as soon as you start asking questions. I mean,
Okay, so it's all going to sound very odd,
Mhm.
and I do apologize in advance for that. But some of the other survivors from that last trip reached out to us because they started hearing some strange things around the docks. That people have been seeing things, and that there have been like green mists on the ship that Mr. Wainwright owns. There's a lot of weird things that he might be able to explain to us so that maybe we can figure out what all of this weirdness actually means.
he's like, okay. He goes back. He's starting to read the book a little more. I read the pages a little more.
Notes.
He's like, yeah, and he's like, he just kind of rubs his eyes. He's like, all right, I just had to know what I know. It's conflict of interest because he's my client, but the more I'm seeing, the more I'm getting a little concerned here that I'm backing the wrong horse here. if you catch my drift.
We're not really sure at this moment.
Yeah. So
whether or not he's if he would be backing the wrong horse either. So that's why we just need.
All I gotta ask is, he may ask for some proof on this. What kind of proof you got?
I want to show him my bite mark that has some of that black stuff around the edge.
Okay. And he's like, good dear God, what the who bit you? What bit you?
One of those very strange creatures that people have been saying that they've seen near the docks is what bit me. And it also bit Professor Leland over there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to say tattoo.
Okay. Based on all of this, poor Giuseppe just failed a sanity roll.
Oh
no!
And this is like, I don't know what. Oh my God!
I know it's a lot. It's a lot.
Oh my God!
I'm gonna show him.
Okay, and he's like, dear God in heaven. He's like, oh dear man, I didn't sign up for this. I mean, I thought you guys were just some hustlers looking for some money or something. I didn't know nothing about this.
We promised you it wasn't about money.
Yeah, I can see that. Okay. He's like, I need a drink. what if he wants to? So you're not going to tell him about this book? You're going to tell him about the book? What's?
We are not entirely sure at this moment.
Okay.
We have not discussed that.
Okay. I haven't told him where you're staying. I didn't tell him none of that yet. So, far as I'm concerned, your secret's safe with me. But you gotta. He's a connected man here in Providence. So
I can imagine.
Once you guys gotta be prepared. If you piss him off, he may retaliate.
We'll see how he reacts to Sister Margaret and before bringing up the book.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll gauge it before we bust out the big gun.
And he looks back over Loretta. He's like, "Miss, I'm sorry about all the things I said, man. Now I see why you're a little woo, you know."
You're a little fucked in the head.
I'm gonna nod vigorously.
You know, that was his best way of apologizing for insulting you. And he's like, "All right, so yeah, we gonna meet tomorrow, and let's see what
Will you be there as where? Will you be there as well?
I'm supposed to be, because he hired me to keep an eye on you guys, and I'm the one who set up the meeting. So yeah, so
Fantastic.
I'll be there.
Fantastic.
I want to ask a question, but I don't know if Loretta's in the mental state to do it, because he mentioned that Mr. Wainwright was a bit of a kook.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you just flat out say it. I was gonna have you roll, but I don't think there's etiquette or whatever in this game. He's like, yeah, he's, you know, he was in the war. He was an officer, some kind of, because he had already spent some time in Europe, I understand. You know, collector of stuff, and he was in the war, and I don't know. He goes around the world collecting stuff. I don't know, shit from all over places and stuff like that. So yeah, people think he's a little, what's the nice word for it? Eccentric.
Makes sense.
Okay, so he takes another look over at the book, and he's like, nah.
He's like, I'm good. I'm good, everybody.
I'm good. Shakes him, and he walks out. I'll see you tomorrow at 10 a.m.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Good night. And he's like, oh dear God, what am I getting myself into here?
I feel really bad for him.
Talking with a bunch of crazies.
I'm gonna mutter after him. No touching my book.
Honey, I seen enough already. Okay, so
all right.
Meeting at Wainwright's office at 10 a.m. Okay.
Before we go on to the next scene.
Okay.
All right.
We're getting close to wrapping up, so yeah.
I just want to ask what our game plan is for our meeting.
Sit on book. Keep book away.
Keep book away.
Yes.
My book. My book. My book.
Yep.
Screw him. It's my book.
Keep book away.
It has chosen me. It is my book. Okay, so what information do we want to give, and what information will we give if we have to?
I imagine that it would be unwise to tell him that Sister Margaret melted before our eyes.
Okay. So don't mention that.
Yes. Should we tell him about all of the ooze on the ship?
Yeah, because that's where I got this mark.
Okay. We could mention the rumors that we had been sent to go investigate.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Do we mention Shark Boy?
Charlemagne?
Charlie!
Charlie.
Close enough. I got the char part.
Maybe we
Maybe
are
don't mention the shark part.
careful about how we phrase it.
Now that is some alliteration going on.
Margaret melted menacingly, making a mucky mess.
Crash, would that make her a master of muck?
Yeah.
So, call back to another game. Sorry.
Yep. Gotta bring it all together somehow.
We get all back.
Okay.
I probably wouldn't want to be able, or probably wouldn't want to do the talking.
One thing I wanted
Probably
to ask.
not.
You guys had kind of started this all off by talking at the St. Thomas Club with Professor Beauregard and
Beulah.
Beulah.
Beulah Sidebottom.
Beulah Sidebottom. Do you guys have any intention of going back and updating them?
Yeah.
That would probably
I think
be a
that's a
good
good idea.
idea.
Okay.
As long
Okay.
as
Just curious. At some point, you might want to. I mean, it's not like they're paying you anything. You're
Right?
They're literally just like, hey, this shit's weird. How about
Yeah.
you guys go look at that because we were all part of the weird shit.
Sure. Well,
And
go
we
do
were
that
like,
rest of our
okay.
lives. Yeah, exactly.
It's like,
So-
okay, that totally didn't traumatize us at all, but yeah, we'll look into this.
Exactly. Okay.
All right.
wasn't
So
he in a wheelchair?
He was. Yeah. His health was
Yeah.
getting worse.
We can walk, so.
We have functioning legs.
So do we want to see if Professor Beauregard's at the St. Thomas Club before our meeting, or should we just try him after?
Maybe after.
Because you can always get a late lunch with him. So
We could. But if we want to do it beforehand, we'll have to try to send some sort of note or letter to him.
communique.
Yeah.
It's up to you guys.
After.
After.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Aren't we in like a different town than them?
No, you're all in Providence.
Oh, okay.
So, yep. Yeah, you've technically only left once. You went to the convent, which was in another part of Rhode Island, but everything's happened in Providence. So,
Okay.
All right.
okay. So it sounds like we have a plan.
I think so.
Okay.
I know. A semblance of one anyway.
Alrighty.
Yes.
I presume Loretta's going to sleep with the book again?
Yes.
Okay.
My book.
She's gonna cuddle it.
And stroke it like it's a cat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just
I was-
lightly pet it.
I will not ask for any more sanity rolls tonight. So,
I lost so much sanity. I was at 55 sanity. No. Yeah, 55 sanity.
Yeah.
Now I'm in the 30s.
Welcome to Call of Cthulhu. So, okay. Well, I think that is where we're going to wrap up for tonight. How's everybody feeling?
Good.
Good.
Insane.
Okay. Well, okay. Just like to check in with people, make sure, see how everybody's feeling. Okay. I think we're probably pretty good to wrap up then. I don't think. Does anyone have anything they want to plug before I?
No.
Anything going on?
I think so.
Okay. All right. Well, then our next game will be next Friday night. That will be episode 7. So we just got 2 left, folks, before we wrap up. And we will see you back next Friday night. If you get a chance to catch the Trash Mob on Wednesday nights, that's our Dungeon World game. And Thursday nights is Werewolf the Apocalypse. And we have some new things coming up. We have a new vampire game, just a 2-session vampire game coming up at the end of July. And then we will be starting another Cthulhu series in a couple weeks, but we'll tell you more details about that later on. So for tonight, I say thanks again to all my players, everyone watching, and we will see you again next week. Good night, everyone.
Bye.
Good night.